Hi, everyone. Welcome to LISI's weekly live stream broadcast on LinkedIn. I'm Lauren Forbes, the social media and marketing manager. Today, I'm joined by two of my colleagues, Keith White and Ann Caskey, as we will be talking about the three things that we learned during our recent LISI week. Before we get started, if you have any questions, drop us a line in the chat. And for those listening in the replay, hello and thanks for tuning in. So I guess you're wondering what LISI Week is. You've probably seen it posted on LinkedIn on our posts, on Robin Addis's post, on Chris and Brophy. So LinkedIn, or sorry, not LinkedIn. LISI Week is based off of a week that we get together twice a year. We are a fully remote company, so we get together in person to strategize, to train, to volunteer, and just to connect as a company for a whole week. And it has been a great experience. So let's get started. Keith and Ann, how are you guys doing today?
Doing good. It's Friday.
Doing good.
It is Friday and school is out for summer. So if anybody sees any kids running in, don't be alarmed.
Please
All of our
forgive us.
kids are finally home. So I think it was 2 weeks ago, right? About 2 weeks ago was our LISI week.
Mhm.
And one of the things that we do during LISI week is we volunteer our time to an organization to help the local community. So one of those was Hope Works. And Keith, you'll be taking that on today. So what can you tell our viewers what Hope Work is and what we did there?
Sure. So yeah, like you said, as part of the week of LISI week, we do volunteer time. And this week, we actually volunteer with HopeWorks. So hopeworks.org is their website. They're actually based out of Camden, New Jersey, and they actually work with young adults and just help them with a lot of aspects. So a lot of it is training, website design and development, which obviously is up our alley and stuff like that. And we did some mock interviews with some of the training individuals over there. And I mean, it was a great time. I mean, just to learn a little bit about what they do, meet the individuals there. It was pretty impressive. So obviously HopeWorks, it's a nonprofit. They work with young adults to get back in school and create kind of a safe pathway for their future, like I said, in website design and development. They gave us a tour when we got there. The individual who conducted the tour was very thorough, gave us a lot of information about it. Like I said, it was impressive to see their facilities and see what they're doing. And everyone that we met there was very impressive, very, conducted themselves in great way and everything. And actually, me and Julie Ackerman, we did a mock interview with Delilah Martinez, and she's an individual with an amazing, bright future. She was so positive, so much energy, an absolute joy to meet her, and I'm excited to see what she does in her future with HopeWorks. And I mean, you guys did your own mock interviews and stuff like that, and I mean, it was just to see what they do and to see the facilities and see the program that they're giving to these young adults is pretty impressive. So.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you. It was very, very impressive. Kristen and I did a mock interview with a young woman, and turns out she wants to be a pathologist. So she is setting herself up on that path, which I think is just absolutely amazing. They were all very respectful and seemed very bright. So, HopeWorks is doing a really, really good things over there. And what did you think? How was your experience?
Well, I couldn't get to HopeWorks that morning, but in chatting with some of the team, I missed out on that. Which
I
was,
know. I forgot you left that day.
I know. In chatting with some of the team, what especially impressed me was that I heard the candidates were researching you guys, their interviewers, before the morning started, and following up with emails afterwards. So it wasn't even the few hours that you were there, kind of pulling themselves together and putting on such a great show for you guys. Like, they really did their homework before and after the event, which I just thought was so impressive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the woman that we interviewed, she knew that Julie was a lawyer, practicing lawyer. She connected with us through LinkedIn afterwards. She connected with emails. So, I mean, they definitely conducted themselves in, the mock interview. I mean, but they really went the full range with it, with the actual following up and everything like that. So,
When you guys were starting out, do you remember doing mock interviews?
Oh, yes. From an early age, I remember at the age 14, 15, we had to kind of pick a chosen career. And I remember a local lawyer coming in and sitting, and it's very intimidating, but it's such a good exercise.
Yeah.
Like, you really learn how to conduct yourself and think about the kinds of things that you might be asked.
Right.
So I remember having friends, even when I was in college, before I did law school, interviews coming, and we would just sit in my kitchen in my student digs and they would interview me. So
that's cool.
I find it's really helpful.
Yeah. Got to remember that elevator speech. Goes a long way. Need it for everything.
Yeah. So not only do, HopeWorks, they do the training. They do I believe a 3-month paid training program that they do with there. They bring in companies to do these mock interviews, and then they also set up internships for the individuals afterwards. So I mean, they are really giving these kids, these young adults, they're giving them the steps forward to really set their lives up in the field that obviously I enjoy. So
yeah, it was so great, and I hope we can partner with them again.
Definitely.
Okay, so moving on, Anne, your turn. What is the one thing that you took away from our LISI week?
This was my first LISI week because I wasn't able to attend the first week. So this is the first time I got to meet everybody in person. So I think the biggest thing I took away was how small Lauren is. I mean, it's shocking. She's like 5 foot nothing, and you can't tell with this screen. You just can't.
That is true. And I'll say the same thing for you. You are quite tall, so we're little bookends.
Right. How many books are you sitting on, Lauren? How many books are you sitting on?
What is this, bust on Lauren Day? No, I'm not sitting on any books. No booster seat for me today.
But apart from that, we spent a few hours during the week learning about Trello, which we have been rolling out in the company. It's an online project management system that is based off, the Japanese Kanban organization system, where you have cards on a board and you move them, the individual cards, through a process. So each card represents a task. You can see where it is in the process. And so we, around January, started rolling that out to LISI, and we've been learning about it, and we've watched video tutorials, and we've talked amongst ourselves about different tips and tricks, and we've been trying to, get a handle on it. But while we were all in person together, we got to actually have some kind of in-person structured advice and figure out not only how the actual tool works, but how we can use it for our systems. Like, what are our systems that can benefit from it? And so it was good to have us with everybody there and have the input of the team, because we can actually point out where it's useful for each person, everybody's experiences of problems they had or applications they had found for it, and then really kind of come up with the tips and tricks and processes that work for us and the different tasks that we have. And it's good. I love the different integrations that we have in it, where it integrates with all the other systems that we use, be it our time tracking software or even just Gmail. We can have a card for a particular client task, and I can attach the email conversation that goes along with it. And then you, Lauren, can jump in, look at that card and see what's going on with that, and is Anne really on top of things, keeping the process going. And no matter where we are, because we are spread out and in different places, no matter where we are, we can jump on the Trello board for that client and see what's going on. Where are we in the website design? Are we on top of the blog writing? It's really useful to kind of have one place where we can all look and where we can put all the information for a particular client and keep track of that. So I think we've kind of come on leaps and bounds since LISI week in actually using it in our daily work. I don't know if you both feel that way as well, if you kind of jumped into it a bit more than we did before LISI week.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Keith.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, the company is growing. I mean, and we all work very closely together. And I mean, we're very nimble in what we all can do. We all can jump in different projects and stuff like that. So having a central place where we can keep track of everything that, if someone else has to jump into a task and complete it, it's very easy for us to keep track. So, I mean, it's going to save us a lot of time and resources. So.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I took away during our training was learning about the dash cards. I think that's what they were called.
Yep.
So they're basically cards on your personal board that you can see wherever you are tagged to on a specific card shows up all in one spot. So you don't have to go to like every board for every client and, try and find, what it is that you need to do. It'll just show up in one spot, which I think is a huge lifesaver. And is just makes, every day easy to see, what's coming up, what do you need to do. So I really enjoyed finding that tip and trick out during our week.
I love as well the way you have set up templates for all our different processes. So we get a new client and you can just pre-populate the entire process for their website design or whatever it is we're doing for them without reinventing the wheel every time. It's just so handy to kind of do that. There's so much automation involved in it. And as Dan Martin, our colleague, says, it's 2022, let the robots do it. So it's really kind of making us more efficient in those things. And it notifies us in our other communication channels when things are being done or when people have questions. So
yeah, absolutely. And I guess we need to really give Kristen Brophy the shout out. She's the one that introduced us to Trello. So thanks, Kristen. Good and bad, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. The thing that I not so much learned, but I really appreciated was our team building. Like I said before, we are a remote company. So while we communicate over Slack or Zoom, having these weeks to really be in person and to get to know each other. And like you said, this was the first time that you were at LISI Week. So it's the first time that we met you in person. So, right off the bat, that was just amazing. Again, you're super tall. But going through those exercises, we played, we played a game to kind of get to know each other. The trainings, learning new ways to use Trello to make our daily lives easier and just making it easier to communicate with each other. And, for example, my little team works on content. So we were able to be in person, kind of go through the board, finalize some processes, set deadlines for our content because we're producing much, much more than we ever have before. So, even though it can be done, over online and via Zoom and stuff like that, being in person is just different. And it felt good to actually, work as a team together in person. Another thing that I really enjoyed was our personal branding exercise that we did. We were filling out papers and then we kind of took some people and did examples or everybody kind of talked about what they thought that person's content pillars could be. And I thought it was a great exercise because, that person got to hear what it is that other people thought of them and what they could use for, their content, both professionally and personally. So I personally, I thought that was super helpful. Anything else, guys, that you kind of want to say or any takeaways? I'm really looking forward to our next in-person time together.
Yeah, I really enjoyed getting to know more about people, whether it be through our fun games or that personal branding exercise. I mean, with that one, Lauren, I hadn't realized that you had a similar experience to me about being in the workplace and then taking some time out and going back in. I had no idea. But when we discussed your personal brand, I realized the overlap there and just finding out some of the fun facts about colleagues who used to tap dance, or I will say no names. Okay, there you go.
Or a professional surfer. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Very impressive. So it was fun getting to know more about people's personalities with that. And it's nice. You feel closer as a team then when you are remote. Though we do a very good job of keeping up the communication through our Zoom meetings and our chats, our water cooler conversations, and our Slack channel and that. We do a good job of that, but it is very nice to have the in-person bonding too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the team building is awesome, but I mean, one of the big takeaways is just being able to go out to dinner as a group, hang out. I mean, and get to see a celebrity. I mean,
Ron Weasley.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean,
for all those Harry Potter fans.
So yeah, I mean, it was a good week, and like Lauren said, I'm excited for the next one. So.
Agreed. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you being on with me today and, helping me out on my first hosting gig, even though you did slightly make fun of me, but that's okay.
We're here for you, Lauren.
Thank you. Okay, so tune in next Friday. We have our One More Thing podcast. You can find the link on our LinkedIn page, on our LISI website page, or wherever you get your podcasts. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.